The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Michigan State Spartans taking on the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USC's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
He'll come out throwing on first down. The catch inside the 25. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expected him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll pull it on the read.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The give to the back. Smashes through. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
Well, we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than it came like this. When you've got 2 studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named TJ.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And there was some eye contact going on there on that last play. Press man coverage. The receiver was looking at his guy like, please throw this up for me. You know we got this one. I'm going to beat this guy at the line of scrimmage and make a play. Quarterback, there was no doubt where he was going with it. That's just two guys being on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Trojans are on the move. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, USC! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Gates. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's got his man. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the offense on 1st down. out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. Snatches it on the right. Got a lot of running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off-play action. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got his man on the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Spartans want to move quickly.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be happy.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sparty. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver? I
love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one.
And he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Sparty's defensive front is dominating, and they have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Got it set up on the outside. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. first down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the hot hand. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Gets it out fast. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down there.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Forced out of the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down with the run.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Trying to get to it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the 1st half. This is a good start.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it on the outside. It's Branch.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's going to pass. Coming after him. Catch in the middle. It's Glover. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Spartans in the hurry-up.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there.
You know, as a receiver, sometimes you have to have better awareness. You're down here in the end zone. You're on the outside of the field. You got to put your body in a position where you can make that catch, but still keep your foot in bounds and not able to come up with that one.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Bringing it out. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a split backfield. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lane. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quarterback extends the play. At the 35, he's loose. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Michigan State. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to move it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Hudson. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. He's looking to throw it. The short hands, it's Jordan. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Peterson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Well, the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own.
And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll do it himself. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Spartans are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? And the Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though...
And he intercepts it. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Spartans! And the comeback is on.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think
open runway ahead. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trump. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop them.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Morton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Morton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. This offense has a second down play. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Trojans will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this sortie, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. It's caught. Hit the afterburners, kid. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're...
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Here comes the 2-point try. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they swarm him under.
Man, and you came up short, and I tell you what, defensively, nice job stringing that play out, making the quarterback not be able to run it downhill now, pitch the football, and getting that running back on the ground.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. It's a draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now from inside the red zone. Let's it fly. Working on the right. Touchdown Trojans. And the pummeling has started.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Gates. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback has been really good today. He's been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there, put him over the 300-yard mark. It's a pretty good day.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
After the misfire now on second down. They want to just keep throwing it. And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
The option look. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
On the run, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Makes the grab on 3rd. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gates. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Gain of 5. And that's good enough for first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Now the play fake. He's looking deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He wants to throw it again. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's gets another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect.
Off he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Feeling some heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful way. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be.
Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The give. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.